this is not a cull. There's no way. I don't see any issues with this coin. I would say this is very fine. I mean, you can see Liberty there. Great detail in the head in the portrait. That's an 1883 V nickel. That's $11 coin and very fine. So, hey everyone, Minnesota Joe. Today I have an awesome, fun find. It's something that anyone can do this, and it's really not that challenging, and it's probably readily available, and I'll share it with you right now. So let's get into it. What I did was I bought a large lot of an estate, and in there was a bag of, it was labeled as cull or about good coins. You'll see these, a lot of these are corroded or, just very worn. Here's a large cent that's got looks like someone either tried to shoot it or just stamped on it really hard. But then there are other ones, another one here, the large cent, very corroded with very damaged rim. So a lot of these are true cull. Here's a Lincoln Memorial cent. It's not even that old, but somehow looks like it was melted and then smushed. Buffalo nickels that you don't have the date on them, so they're not worth a whole lot more than face value. So anyway, oh, here's another large cent. I could not make out the year on this. Someone might be able to, so I'll sell this whole lot of culls. These are the ones that I went through these, and these are the ones that I felt that I just could not sell individually, so I'm going to sell them as a lot. And let me know what you think about that. Again, the large cent was kind of interesting. I'll give you a better look at that. There's a couple of these large cents in there. Some where the rims were so damaged that they were cull, and this one is just, like I said, you can't read the date on it. Very, very worn, slick. So that's a Liberty large cent. Those go back as far as 1793 up until 1857, so they're quite old, and I could not tell what year that was. It's 18 something, but not able to tell. So anyway, so like I said, I'll sell these as an individual lot, or as a single lot, and hopefully there's some value there in some of those that someone will find. But either way, I'm fine with that. So then what I wanted to go through are these other coins. You can't see all of them here, but got 23 other coins that were in that same bag that are, some are still about good or cull. But what I found is that when I looked up, the value of them in good condition, they are, worth up to $25, $30 in good condition. So if any of these are like that, then I think they're worth, selling individually. And if I inspect them a little closer here and I see that they're definitely about good or cull, I'll just sell them that way. I won't try to sneak them in as good. Similar types of coins, about good. They're large cents, the shield nickels, the buffalo nickels, V nickels, nothing silver. And so let me share that here. I'll go through each one and just give you a little bit of information on them, and then you let me know what you think about selling these as individual coins. So this is a buffalo nickel. It's a 1916D. Not super valuable, but in good condition, this would be $25. 16D buffalo. And maybe this could be cleaned up, I don't know, but I won't waste any time on it. I'll just sell it as it is. We'll see what that brings. So that's the first one. I've got 23 of these, so stay with me. This was an 1866 3-cent coin.
Upon further
Now,
review,
I don't see
looked
anything
closer
wrong
at
with
this
one.
coin, and there is
I don't know
some
how it got
damage.
included
Those are
in this
actually,
lot. I think
dings in the coin, so that's
the dealer just didn't go through them
for sure. A
maybe
cull
they just
coin.
didn't want to bother.
I also
with
found out that it was
even
bent
in good
very,
condition,
very
but I would say
slightly,
this
but
one
it
is
is bent.
fine. It's in good condition. You can see Liberty there in the headband. Here's a large cent. I've got five, I think 5 of these large cents. This is an 1829 large cent. This is the oldest one I have of these coins. It's the 1829 of all the coins. 1829 large cent. You know, I guess I would say this is about good. You can make out the date. Most of the lettering on the reverse is gone though, so definitely candidate for about good. But in good, this would be a $30 coin. So we'll see what that brings. Maybe half that? That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, this one is, it looks polished. So maybe for that reason it was thrown in the cull lot. It's an 1851 large cent, but good detail there. Even though it is polished, someone still might want that. 1851 large cent. And in good condition, that would be $25. So we'll see what that brings. All right. There's another large cent, very worn. This is an 1847, but I would say this is okay to call good. The detail in the reverse is especially better. So I would say that still is a good. Let me know what you think. If you don't agree, I'd sure like to hear what your thoughts are. 1847 large cent. In good condition, this would bring $25. Next one is an 1852 large cent. Another one that's pretty worn. It was hard to read the date here, but I believe that is an 1852. And I'll have to just disclose that there's a piece of tape or something on the back. I'm not going to bother with it, but so 1852 large cent, that would be a $25 coin in good condition. And not sure if that's a good or about good. So let me know what you think on that one. Here's another one included in the lot. Another large cent. This is an 1848. Now, I do see there's some corrosion there. So, I'll just have to note that. Some people still collect these, even with the corrosion. 1848 large cent, good condition, would be $25. Let me know what you think about that one. I actually like this one. Okay, next one is a 3 cent. It's an 1865 3 cent. This would be $21 in good condition. Retail is about 21. I don't know if this is good or about good. Looks like that reverse is pretty toasty. Let me know what you think. So in good, that would be $21. Now I've got some flying cents. Here's a 1857 flying cent. So these were the coins, the cents before the Indian cents. Oh, it's upside down. There it is. This is an 1857 in good condition. This would be $30. I don't know. That is close to good. The reverse is better than the obverse. Here is an 1858 flying cent. A little bit better condition. Boy, these are always so worn. It's hard to find them in better condition. So that was an 1858 large cent, or flying cent. And then another flying cent. This is another 57 with a very damaged rim. So in good condition. These are all $30 coins if they're in good condition, these flying cents. Questionable whether it's in good, though. It's probably about good because of the rim damage. Now we've got a 2 cent. And 1869. 2 cent. And in good condition, this would be $30. Now there, I see it's been plugged in the upper left-hand corner there. You can see there was a hole and they filled it in. 1869, 2 cent. These are cool coins, but hard to find them in good condition. So it still might sell. We'll see how that goes. Now here's a Buffalo 1820S. Can just barely make out that date. And that's an S there at the bottom. 1820S, sorry, 1920S. 1920S, Buffalo nickel. In good condition, this is a $10 coin. 1920S. And then I got an Indian head cent. This is an 1864, quite old, 1864 Indian head cent. In good condition, this is a $17 coin. I don't see anything wrong with it, other than being worn. But again, for the right kind of collector, this might be worth it. I think it'll sell for sure. Next one is an 1865 3 cent. It's a $21 coin. It looks to be in good condition. Focus. There we go. 1865 3 cent, about $21. Here is a V-nickel, 1883. Now, I don't know how this got included in this lot, because to me, you can see a full Liberty, 1883. It doesn't have cents. That's the variety that people are looking for, but it's still this V-nickel 1883 and in very fine condition is probably $11 or more. They're hard to find in this condition. 1883. Now these are a little bit rougher. Here's a V-nickel. Now this one is an 1883. Very hard to read that, but it is, I guess there's some corrosion there. That green stuff is corrosion, I believe. But it is an 1883, and this one is one with cents. So like I said, that is one that collectors are looking for. An 1883 with cents is a $20 coin. Now, of course, this won't bring that in about good condition, but still maybe able to sell that for something more than minimal value. Here's another V-nickel. This one's a little toastier. This is an 1894, which is a harder year to find, so I thought it'd be good to bring this one up. It's quite worn, but 1894 is a $14 coin because it is harder to find, lower mintage. Very toasty though, so call it about good. We've got some shield nickels. These here's an this is an 1868 shield nickel. That would be a $30. These are all $30 coins. But I would say that's about good. 1868. And next one is 1869. A little bit of damage on the rim there. And not too bad, but I don't know how well that'll do. But that's an 1869. That would be a $30 coin too, in good condition. There's another shield nickel. 1865. Now this one has rays. So the 1865 with rays is a $35 coin in good condition. Take a look at this one. I don't know. I guess I'd be willing to call that a good. It's got some issues, but it's still some good detail there. So I think it's still a good condition. 1865 shield nickel with rays, $35 coin. That'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Another two more shield nickels. Here's an 1873, very worn on the obverse. Reverse is pretty good. So that one is a $30 coin as well, if I can find the right buyer for that. And the last one is another shield nickel, 1868. Very worn. That would be a $30 coin in good condition. But in about good, we'll see how that comes out. Very worn. And that's it. That's the 23 coins. I'd love to share this with you. Wanted to send this over to you guys so that you could see it. This is something that, you can just go to your local coin store and just ask them if they've got cull coins. Sometimes they'll have a whole bin of them. And up to you if you want to do that, or some dealers have them in bags, like with an estate, like the way I got it. Those tend to be better deals because they're not as searched, whereas the bins are going to be searched. But go to your dealer and just ask if they got bags of cull coins from estates. So that is it. I paid approximately $20 for this and all the coins, including these really bad ones, these really rough ones. I'm sure that I'll recoup my $20. In fact, with all of these, with these 23 coins, if they were to sell for, the approximate anywhere from $10 to $30, like I went through, if they were good condition, I would say there's probably, a half dozen that are good for sure. And hopefully they will bring $30. So, that could be anywhere from $100 to $200 net for all of these coins. If you consider even in about good, they're going to sell for something. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll give you an update after I finish selling these. I'll list them individually, and then this lot as one, and let me know what you think. Love to hear your feedback. If you've got any of these coins and you collect them, if you've ever done anything like this with culls where you search through them and found some deals. I know people do that, and I think it's a great idea if you've got the time to go through them and look for the better values. Like this, again, going back to this is not a cull. There's no way. I don't see any issues with this coin. I would say this is very fine. I mean, you can see Liberty there. Great detail in the head, in the portrait. That's an 1883 V nickel. That's $11 coin and very fine. So fun to share that. Anyway, again, let me know what your thoughts are. If you collect any of these, or if you've done this before with culls, love to hear your feedback. Which of these are your favorite? The large cents, the 2 cent, the V nickels, the shield nickels, the buffalo nickels, the 3 cent coins? Love to hear your feedback, and again, I will update you after these have all sold and let you know how I did. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.